For many years, America has painted a negative picture of African American fathers. Some say the reason gang violence has reached an all-time high is because of the lack of father figures or fathers raising their own young black children. The Census Bureau says that 64% of African American children live in fatherless homes, and that 72% of African American children are born to an unwedded mother.
Don't really know.
Tell me about that.
He just not around.
The tale of the fatherless child has been told for far too long. This is a new story. The story of the African American father that refuses to be away from their children.
Senior. I currently have 6 children. In addition to my 6, I care for my niece and nephew, so I am currently caring for 8 children.
My name is Deshaun Lamont Gilmore. I have 1 child, a son, 11 years old.
Paul Thornton. I have 3. Sean Carter, 3.
My name is Darius Whitehead, and I have 3 children.
My name's Paul. Total 4. To me, it's the best thing in the world. Growing up, I didn't have it. It was something I didn't want my kids to do. I didn't want them to experience the feelings I have not having somebody around. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. It was important.
Right.
I didn't want them to feel like I did about my father. That was my biggest sticker for me. I didn't want my kids looking at me the way I looked at my dad. I didn't want them feeling the way I feel. I didn't want them to go through certain experiences in life without having a father.
I feel resentment. With my father coming up because he's never been around. And when I talk to my son, I feel like he feels the same way.
Resentment towards you?
Yes.
Tell me what's going on.
I haven't seen him in a long time.
Him? And how does that make you feel? Long time.
Since I was about 4.
Since you were 4. And how old are you?
13.
13. And what did you tell yourself about him when he wasn't there?
I think it was a mistake.
That you were a mistake? You feel like a mistake. Look at him. He's going to be here this time, okay? What is it that you want him to know? Look at him. Tell him how it felt.
Horrible.
I felt like something was missing. There was part of me missing when I left Chicago. So, I prayed about it, and I built up the courage to ask Brandy, can he come live with me? And she said yes, and now he's here today.
In the journey of fatherhood, many of these fathers would say something shifted in them that made them want to focus on the stability of their child's life.
My father wasn't around. So therefore, I already said that I didn't want to be like him, or I didn't want to be like the norm. And they didn't have a choice to be here. I made that choice. And so since they're here, I might as well do what I'm supposed to do and take care of them.
Life changing for sure. It's not just you anymore. This little person that was dependent, or that is still depending on me for everything. My mistakes affect him, along with the rest of my family. I can remember the first time I seen him. It was an amazing feeling, and it was truly a love at first sight. It was a love that you just can't explain.
Right.
And it was instant in love. So.
Wow.
I think one thing that played a major role in me being the father that I am was the fact that my dad was, and still is a big part of my life. I think what changed most is my approach to parenting. I grew up in a very strict home. My dad didn't play no games. None. It was serious, everything, very very tough discipline. And initially, that's how I started to raise my children. And, you know, as the years go by, I started to realize, like, you know, I don't really want my kids to be afraid of me. Because I do remember times where I was terrified to ask my dad a simple question. And, you know, don't get me wrong, my father loved us like to death. Would go to the end of the world and back. But that was just his approach. They feel more comfortable coming to me with things that, you know, maybe they weren't supposed to do. Even my relationship with my wife has gotten better because of it. Because there'd be times where, you know, I'm going hard on the kids and she's kind of looking like, hey, baby, you gotta go hard.
Right.
Or not. So, yeah, definitely my approach has changed from then to now.
Awesome.
Yeah, it changed me. It made me realize that responsibility is really important. Made me feel like that I wasn't just living for the things that I wanted in life.
Awesome.
Actually, the way I see things these days, it's not like it was when I was growing up. When it came to what men did for their kids, you know, me in the age that I've grown up, you know, a lot of men my age, we grew up without fathers. That was a stigma. A lot of black men that grew up without fathers, so fathers weren't there, or whatever it was that made them not be there, if they got into their own lives, or they had separate lives, or did bad things, or just didn't care. We grew up with that stigma. But I've noticed that men my age, majority of men my age, and the men that I come across these days with kids, that's a different thing. Men want to be a part of their kids' lives. So it's kind of been cool for me being a father and becoming a father, because I have a lot of men around me that are trying to be